My decision to skip the inauguration, my decision to make choices at the beginning of this year were met with such ridicule and criticism. Like, people couldn't believe that I was saying no for any other reason, that they had to assume that my marriage was falling apart.
Right. Many of you have probably seen this on your feeds by now. Former First Lady Michelle Obama is finally opening up about her decision to skip President Trump's second inauguration, telling Taraji P. Henson in her latest podcast episode that she made the call that was best for her well-being. NewsNation senior story editor Paula Froelich is here with the scoop. Paula, she went on to say a whole lot more. Give us the tea and your thoughts on this one.
She did. Now, also, we do have to remind our viewers that they have heard me say for months that there is nothing wrong with the Obama marriage. She just didn't want to go. And she's kind of learning the art of saying no and putting up boundaries, which, you know what, God bless her and good for her. It is very hard to do so. And she also said she didn't want to be a hypocrite. And take that for what it is and what you will.
Mm-hmm. And didn't she tell her team, like, don't even get me prepared, don't get me a dress or anything to change my mind last minute?
Used the dress as an excuse. So she said, oh, I just don't have anything to wear. And, you know, her team, of course, like, we can get you something. She's like, no, I don't have anything to wear, because I don't think she was comfortable saying no yet and just kind of sitting in it. I think she was really shocked at the backlash. But there you have it.
Okay. Yeah. Opening up about that one. Also, the other story I wanted to pick your brain about, Gayle King. She faced scrutiny last week after she boarded that Blue Origin space flight, but now she's facing something even worse. I saw you sound off about this yesterday, Paula. So what's going on there?
Well, so CBS is very proud. They're really excited. They said our numbers last week were huge and historical. Now, that needs to be looked at, because before the flight and during the flight, people tuned in. However, after the flight, they fled. Her numbers halved by 53%, including in the demo. And I think it's just a lot of anger and backlash to what a lot of people thought was frivolous, especially in this time where a lot of people are hurting. You know, you're talking about tariffs and we're talking about eggs. And then, of course, Gayle, who's never really faced any backlash before, didn't understand it. And she came out and said, well, have you been to space? Have you been to space? And was saying it was sexist to criticize her. And a lot of people, especially Gen Z and millennials, are saying, yeah, no, we haven't been to space because we can't afford eggs. Or, no, we haven't been to space because we'd like to pay off our mortgage.
Yeah,
so
can't afford rent right now.
It really came off as kind of a Marie Antoinette moment. So if you look at the week numbers, yes, they did great. But that's only because Monday and Tuesday and immediately after, done.
A 50% rating cut is ouch. We welcome all those viewers here to NewsNation while we're at it. Lastly, fans of the hit show The White Lotus are curious where the next season is going to be held. I've never seen just so much excitement over one show. Everybody is talking about White Lotus right now. What are the insights about what's for season 4?
Well, because season 3 ended, and those of us who are fans were kind of like, oh, God, we have to wait how long till another season? However, I have a perfectly placed source who has the actual location. Now, you know, a lot of people had said, oh, maybe they'll switch it up. They're going to go to the mountains. It had already been kind of announced it was going to be in Europe. But no, they are going to the south of France. And I'm hearing the Hotel du Cap is the location, which is perfect because there have already been multi-million-pound robberies and all sorts of overdoses and all sorts of bad behavior there. So really, they could just do a documentary.
Yeah, a fabulous location for a fabulous plot line. I'm gonna give it a go. I haven't started it yet, but enough people are talking about it that
Markie, you got to.
You've caught my attention now. All right, the scoop with NewsNation senior story editor Paula Froelich. Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you.
See you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.